Yeah, this is Stan J. Caterbone in Advanced Media Group. It's now 11:55 p.m. on Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. I need to do an update and a state of affairs for everyone. They just really tried to gas me tonight really bad. I fell asleep being gassed. Aired everything out, closed everything up. I woke up about an hour and a half ago. The heater on here, I don't remember turning it on. It was bad. It was really bad. I had to air out. Drinking energy drink is what I usually do. I was drugged also. And air everything out and take a shower. That's the only way I can come out of it. I know I was drugged. They've been drugging me just about every day for the past week or so. Again, I don't know what you call them. I just know this Zoom. I'm trying to use this to make videos. Again, I was gassed really bad tonight, Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. Woke up, drugged again. I was drugged just about every day this week. And I've been following some things. New U.S. Supreme Court case, which they tried to interrupt, but I finally got it through. I got to resubmit it within 60 days by January, I guess 10th, January 4th. It's a bankruptcy appeal, so that'll get docketed. I filed a motion to compel in the Nicholas Cruz case after he pleaded guilty. The judge never ruled on my pending amicus, so I'm trying to get her to rule on my amicus before the sentencing hearing, which is going to be held in January. There's no doubt. I mean, he's a targeted individual. I mean, if you look at the interview that was done hours after the massacre, all the shootings, he talks about the voices, male, female. There's, had the summer appeal in Munster County Court of Common Pleas. I filed an affidavit on it. I have a USPS tracking notice that it was delivered on October 29th, I believe it was, and it's still not on the docket. The clerk of courts kept it off, or the girl at the post office never gave it to them. So I've been complaining about that. Somebody's got to fix that. So in essence, I mean, all these charges have to be dismissed. I've been following a notice of a relief due from the courts, and I'll read that in a minute. I also have been using LinkedIn to try to get some remote consulting work. And I put out 56 applications so far in the past 5 or 6 days. It's a nice system LinkedIn has for the employer and the person looking for work, any type of work. I'm going to read the relief demanded from the courts. Tuesday, November 9th, 2021. Number one, being restored to whole, back to when these injustices first began on June 23rd, 1987. Number two, compensated for the $79,237.79 of vandalism and thefts. Number three, compensated for the $2,437,970.54 of pro se billings. Number four, provided security for all property, including electronic data and all accounts. Number 5, provided a federal arbitrator for all federal, state, and local claims, including the Antitrust and American Disabilities Act of 1990 violation. Number 6, an automatic claim as described in the Havana Act of 2021. Number 7, absolute dismissal and exoneration of all criminal charges since 1987. Number 8, access to all public places which had fabricated events and no trespass notices. Number 9, condemnation of 1252, 1256, and 1242 Fremont Street properties as domestic terrorists. Number 10, the condemnation and deed to the original 1470 Manheim Pike, Lancaster, Pennsylvania property as it was for Sam Caterbone Cleaners Incorporated. Number 11, condemnation and deed to 220 Stonehill Road, Conestoga, Pennsylvania. Number 12, the condemnation and deed to 554 Berkeley Road, Stone Harbor, New Jersey. And number 13, the condemnation and deed to 433 West Main Street, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I've been using these since the earlier this summer as far as these relief items. My Zoom meeting place has been open for about 4 days now, I guess it is. I just learned how to use it and just installed the system. I've been inviting everyone to Zoom with me. Nobody's taken it up. I had 2 people the other day, but I think they were from 1256 Fremont Street or 1252. I had gotten in touch with Mike McDonald today. Now, we were co-captains on Lancaster Catholic High's football team back in high school, our senior year, 1975-76. And Mike and me go way back as far as his legal counsel. He's an attorney, been an attorney. Now, he played for Bucknell. And my nephew, Cole, starts for Army. He's at West Point. He's in his senior year, but he has another year of eligibility. So I called Mike up because Bucknell and Army are playing this weekend at Army. And Mike played for Gene Curtis, who coached F&M, and then went and coached Bucknell. And Mike McDonald played college football up there at Bucknell. So I gave him a call, let him know they were playing. Well, he wasn't available. I left a message and he called me back tonight. Now, in 1987, I went to Mike, and at the time he was working for an attorney, Wiener, down in Philadelphia. Of course, 1987, he was no help, but I've used him a couple times throughout the years. Most recently, I think it was when I was rear-ended up in Carlisle in 2016 or 17. I ended up getting a settlement, getting them to pay me damage. I was rear-ended. It was their fault. I went and had my car inspected. He didn't know it. I raised hell with the company. They tried to declare my car demolished, which means they didn't owe me anything, but they ended up paying me anyway. So Mike called me back this evening, and I asked him to Zoom with me, and he said he couldn't hear me and this and that. And I said, well, typical Irish Mafia bullshit going on. So that didn't go well for him this evening. So I don't know if it was him or not. The way they morphed these phone calls, could have been anybody using a voice synthesizer. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Now, Billy McDonald used to stalk me heavy at the Y, his brother. His brother coached D-Town football. And, he used to stalk me at the Y when I was using the Y for Whirlpool over the past 5 years. Before I got this spa system in my bathtub upstairs in the bathroom. Now, there's also a lot of things going on with the Julian Assange case. Of course, they're still in the middle of these extradition hearings, and the United States isn't backing off. And I think they want to kill me worse than they want to kill him. Julian Assange's claims against the U.S. government go back to the Iraq War. My claims are current, having to do with, U.S.-sponsored mind control and brain-to-computer interface, which is becoming a hot topic now. All these Silicon Valley giants are getting in on this, and it's dangerous stuff. People being able to hack the brain the way that they do. Now, there's a couple other things going on which are of national interest. I've been raising hell about the Oath Keepers out of Quarryville regarding the Capitol riots. And of course, in July, I sent a letter to the committee chairman regarding the Capitol riots, Zoe Lofgren, about my theory that these rioters were hit with microwaves. And that's what amped them up and got them all charged up when they raided the Capitol building. Now, in Quarryville, there were 7 buses of Oath Keepers that left from Quarryville for the Capitol riots. 400 people. It was named in Lancaster newspapers. Now, 2 weeks ago, this Charles Bowsman, who has roots back to the original Bowsman, which is located right up next to the Manhattan Shopping Center, he had a barn sitting in there that you couldn't really see, that was camouflaged inside trees. Now, it's only a mile from here, the barn. Anyway, they were running a white nationalist, white supremacist group out of there. And they say that some of the Capitol riot meetings are linked back to this Charles Bowsman. Now, Charles Bowsman has lived in Russia for the past 30 years. And he's been getting, because of this LNP article, it's been getting national attention, especially in Lancaster newspapers. They did 2 reports on it. On Wednesday, November 3rd, LNP front page, hidden in plain sight, special report, second hate group in Lancaster County, the National Justice Party and the Oath Keepers, Quarryville, Pennsylvania. So that's causing the Biden administration and the Trump administration some problems of national interest. Now, the other problem is that Saturday, September 25th, the director of the CIA, William Burns, is now blaming Russia for the Havana syndrome, which is gaining national attention again. This goes back to 2016 when our diplomats were hit with microwaves in Cuba, China, and most recently in the past year, back in April, our State Department employees got hit again, and some CIA agents were hit over in Moscow with microwaves. So all this is culminating, and they tried to cover me up in 1987 because of my allegations of fraud to International Signal and Control, which I was a shareholder, and they came to see me on June 23rd, 1987, to finance some of their operations. They covered me up for 4 years. In 1991, ISC was indicted as one of the largest frauds in U.S. history, tied to a black ops program for the CIA and the NSA with Bobby Ranneman, so on and so forth. So all this is culminating around me. And again, they're literally trying to kill me with gassing me. The harassment by neighbors is relentless, especially 1252 Fremont Street. And they got me locked up in 16 years probation for a stalking charge when they were stalking me the whole time. So it's getting crazy, especially with them trying to take me out. I'm going to sign off now. It's now 12:13 a.m. on Thursday, Veterans Day, November 11th, 2021. This is Dan J. Caterbone in the Advanced Media Group at 1250 Fremont Street, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.